This is Refereeing Indoor Soccer in Newmarket, a Ref Tutor video by Ashley Marshall. The Newmarket SoccerCentre has two soccer fields, one named Soccer Nation Field and the other named the Align Healthcare Field. When you enter our building, you're most likely to find an attendant sitting at the front desk. Be nice to these people. These are the folks who work there all the time and can answer your questions if any problems arise. In fact, greet them, introduce yourself. This may come in handy later. When you enter our facility, you'll see a number of rules posted, and as a referee, you are expected to enforce these rules when necessary. First rule is, in order to keep our pitch as good as it is, water is the only food or drink that's allowed on the turf. Also, our warm-up area should be free of parents. Spectators are expected to proceed to the mezzanine viewing area, which is upstairs. We try to discourage players from warming up in this area with a soccer ball, so if you see any players kicking a ball around, particularly in a manner that can distract the game that's in progress, please ask them to stop. Matches in our facility end when the buzzer goes at 5 minutes to the hour. Teams should vacate the field at that time, so keep an eye on the clock that's hanging on the back wall, as that is our master timekeeper. On one side of the field, you'll find our technical areas. Please ask teams to push their benches as far back just in case they've been moved. At the halfway line, of course, is where you as the referee can put your stuff. Please have a look around as you normally do when you do your field inspection to make sure that there are no bags or other equipment that are encroaching on the field. And be sure to ask goalkeepers to move their water bottles outside of the net instead of inside. Be sure to check the nets to make sure that they're properly secure. Often, since our facility is multi-use, small nets will be left on the touchline. You want to make sure that you move these prior to the game. You can move them to the end of the field or to the side of the field where there's enough room that they don't pose a danger to players for the next game. Our pitches are separated by a long curtain, and you can be sure that you're going to have to readjust it several times during the match. Be sure to greet coaches beforehand, as you always do. Make sure that you get a hold of the game ball and the game sheets for your match. Check the inflation, make sure the pressure is somewhere between 6 to 8 for younger players and anywhere from 8 to 11 for older players. The Newmarket Soccer Club adheres to the Ontario Soccer Association indoor soccer rules. You want to make sure that you familiarize yourself with those, and they're posted on the OSA website. Any particular rules for our clubs and our leagues are posted on our website. You can find those easily at newmarketsoccer.com. One of the rules that's different for our facility, since our center circle is so small, is that kickoffs do not have to go forward. Players are welcome to play them directly back. With the exception of penalty kicks, all restarts are indirect. In our facility, substitutions do not have to go through the referee. They can be made during open play on the fly, but they must be made near the bench and technical area, and you're likely going to have to remind players about this from time to time. Discipline is rare in our indoor matches, but when discipline has to be given, teams will play short for 2 minutes if a player is given a yellow card, or play short for 5 minutes and without the services of that player if a player receives a red card. Be aware that there is a gallery area above the field where your match is taking place. So you're going to want to make sure that your game is sharp, as every one of the spectators can see your game clearly. As indoor matches are typically not as strenuous as outdoor matches, you may want to use our matches as a way to work on your positioning, to vary your positioning, to try new things out, and certainly to work on your signals and make sure that your signals are perfect throughout. From time to time there is interference as we have pitches that are so close together. If a ball does enter your field during play, keep an eye on your play and see if you can continue your play safely. But if you do have to stop play, do so, return the ball to the other field, and resume your play with a drop ball. When the ball strikes the ceiling, restart with an indirect free kick to the opposing team under where the ball struck. When the ball goes out of the touchline in our facility, we restart with a kick-in. You'll want to make sure that players respect the distance of at least 2 meters for the kick-in. The walls are obviously out of play in our facility. You'll need to restart with either a kickoff, goal kick, or kick-in, but sometimes the ball does get lodged up there and it's out of reach for you, and that's where your great relationship with the attendant, remember them, will come in handy for you. At the end of your match, submit your game sheet to the office. There's a drop box just inside the door. If the office is locked, you can slip it under the door, or if you're coming after hours, if you've forgotten, you can use the mail slot that's in our garage door. This has been Refereeing Indoor Soccer in Newmarket, a Ref Tutor video by Ashley Marshall.